Hello everyone, my name is Billy Fox and I am here today with Millie Jane Ferran.
Oi oi Savaloys.
So Millie has kindly volunteered her time with me today because as you may have seen, I've been posting a lot on social media about my song coming out again. It's like a re-release of Back to You, which I wrote about my mum when she died when I was 7, and in doing that, I'm basically raising awareness for Child Bereavement UK, which is a charity. There's a few other charities as well. Yeah. But I think child bereavement in general is kind of the message I'm kind of they're getting across. Yeah. My mind just went completely blank. We just had a little moment as well because we I'm just gonna set it straight.
Yeah, go for
second
it.
take of this because we're having these really emotional conversations about our past and our history and our friendship and our connection, and we just had to be like, can we just do that again? But I was saying to Millie, it's going to be fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is what people need.
I think because we're so used to having positive conversations, it's very rare that we have serious conversations. I mean, don't get me wrong, me and you are really good friends. We do have serious conversations, but not to this depth, I think.
No, but you don't
so this is weird for me, you know? Yeah. Like, I'm used to being like, every time I see you. Every time I see you. But now we're sat down and we're having a serious conversation about something that means an awful lot to both of us.
There's no alcohol.
And there's no alcohol.
So
it's just Diet Coke and Coke Zero. Rock and roll.
Yes.
Living the high life on a Monday night.
Exactly. But yeah, as you guys can see, we're kind of in a room surrounded by music, and that's how we know each other, and it's what we've always connected with each other on, I guess. So we sort of surround ourselves in a town called Reigate in Surrey. Yeah. And it's literally known, at the moment, it's becoming quite a good place for music. And
it is.
All of our friends are surrounded around there, and we've kind of met through music and being on the same... what do you call it? Being on the same
circuit, I would probably call it.
But on a show, same set list, same set, same.
I'd say the same circuit, the same gig circuit, because we do gig in the same places, don't we?
That's true.
But yeah, I think Reigate's just become this popular music scene now. I feel like everywhere I go in Reigate, I know someone in the pub now who's performing. Yeah. Especially like you coming up this Saturday at the market stalls. Be there, be
See
square.
You there. It's so true.
There you go, drop the mic. There you go, bish bash bosh.
I will not be singing back to you.
I just damn it.
Yeah, go on. But yeah, so we kind of know each other through music, but also even though we've been friends prior to a big event happening, Millie unfortunately lost her mum 2.5 years ago now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, creeping up to 2.5 now, which is crazy.
And before we sort of dive into it, Julie was just there always. Yeah. Constantly around all of us, all of the music lot that we have, all of our friends, everyone, every single human being that went to Reigate or gigs around Reigate just loved her so much. She just brought this positive energy and
absolutely,
like you said earlier, she was like your mummager.
Yeah, she was my mummager. Yeah, she literally was. She was there at every gig that she could be at, and honestly, she would make friends with everyone and the pub landlord. I swear to God.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, and she was everyone's mummager, really. She just took everyone that she could.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
she loved you so much as well, Billy.
She was just amazing. Yeah. She was just fantastic. And
absolutely.
Me and my ex were really close with her. I mean, we'd always just dance, and it was great.
Yeah, no, it's so nice.
But yeah, so I mean, I've kind of been telling my story on social media, but I lost my mum when I was 7, and even though that's child bereavement, but I think, how old were you when your mum passed?
Gosh, 24.
Yeah, 20, which is still young.
Still young, yeah.
So young. And at a crucial age of kind of development, isn't it? Really?
Absolutely.
So you're just starting adulthood. And just figuring out your shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, literally.
But yeah, so what was the, 2.5 years, I'm so incredibly proud of you. You have no idea. Everyone around you, I know, has got you. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But Can you talk about the moment when everything kind of started, what the process was with everything?
What, is in my bereavement process, or the whole situation process as such?
I think,
if we call it that.
I mean, I wish I could sort of say it to you.
Oh, there's a visitor. Hello!
I can barely see him through the light.
I know. There he is. You right, Dad?
How are we doing there under the light?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I can just about see you under the light. Yeah, we're just doing... Oh, you're on camera right now. Well, you're not, but your vocals are.
Yeah, your vocals are. Do you want to be included in the pod, Dad?
Oh, I don't know about that.
He's like, see you later, guys, bye.
Yeah, on that note.
Charge you.
You'd have to charge us. Right, see you in a bit, Dad. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Franks.
Mr. Franks. Yeah, it's the first time I've been in the house. He's like, why the hell is she here?
Oh, he knew you were coming.
Oh, okay, fair
Oh,
enough.
yeah, I was like, oh, by the way, Billy from Reiggate's coming. Okay, cool.
I love that Billy from... I don't even live in Reigate.
No. He knows you was Billy the singer from Reigate.
That's going to be my new stage name. Billy the singer from Reigate.
Billy with the short hair of the singer from Reigate.
Oh, funny. That is literally how people describe me. Billy the short-haired singer from Reigate. But anyway, so yeah, sorry. So what I meant by was, so obviously the way your mum passed was so sudden.
Yeah.
Right? So, and yeah, explain that. But if you can, obviously I don't want to push it. But...
No, absolutely. And like, talking about this situation also puts like everyone's mind at ease, because I think it's one of those situations where people have never known what to say to me. So basically I lost my mum in May 2022 and she fell down the stairs at home, unfortunately, very, very sudden, and she hit her head really hard to the point that she got traumatic brain injury. So she was in intensive care for a while, over a couple of days, and then suddenly we just been told that she wasn't able to make it anymore, so she passed away, which was
just harrowing,
horrible. And to say those words, I wouldn't have been able to say those words 6 months ago or explain to you guys that this has happened to my mum, because it's so hard to go into detail about what happened because it's just so sudden. And
doesn't seem, even now, like, and
it doesn't seem real.
Doesn't seem
like
real.
A lot of people think, wow, really, like you can pass away from falling down the stairs. It's absolutely crazy.
You can't relate to it. Like,
yeah, she blacked out on the stairs, so she basically was sort of going through some blackouts at the time. I think she was just on some new tablets for her blood pressure and stuff. And then what happened then is that she was climbing the stairs or going up the stairs to bed, and she must have felt faint on the stairs, so she blacked out, and she just blacked out. It was the wrong place, wrong time, unfortunately, which was awful. But obviously, to process this 2.5 years on, it's a really tough situation to be in. Like, I think it took me a while to sort of even, oh, she's just on holiday, you know, like it felt like she was on a really long holiday for a while, and I've always felt to myself, oh yeah, she's going to come back. And you know, in hospital I was sort of denying all what the doctors were saying. Oh yeah, of course she's going to make it, don't be silly, like what are you telling me about, like what are you talking about? Absolutely, yeah. And I was hanging on to hope so much, and then as soon as I got that news, that's just when my body sort of went into shock. And it's been in shock for a while, and it sort of took me to realise, obviously going on to my song as well, because we've got a lot in common in terms of losing our mums. We've both written songs about our experiences with our mums, and it was about me finding a new reality without that person in your life, because me and my mum did everything together. We were like so close.
No, you were like almost sisters in the way,
absolutely.
What I mean?
She came to all my gigs, as you know. She was so supportive in everything that I did, and she was just my best friend as well as my mum. And it got to the point where obviously this new reality is now slowly starting to kick in, and it's really hard to sort of get over what happened, but in a way it's really hard to get my head around what happened. You know, it's hard for anyone to get their head around what happened.
Well, it's the similarities as well, like, I'm like you saying you just kind of ignored it. It's not going to happen, no, or like she's gone on holiday, she's going to come back. It's even as a child you go through those things.
I was going to say,
you know, you're going to reunite with your parents, you're going to see them again, like, you know, as a kid, it's like, oh, don't worry, she's in heaven. And, and you believe that. You believe that as a child. And then when you get to an adult, you go, oh, fuck, heaven's actually miles away.
Yeah,
you know,
I know.
She ain't coming back.
You think heaven's around the corner, don't you? Yeah. Like, I remember when my granddad died at the same age you lost your mum. And I remember, like, my mum telling me, yeah, he's just gone to heaven. Like, you're going to see him again, like, not for a very long time. And I remember thinking, oh, heaven must be just round the corner. Like, you don't know what it is until you grow up and you realise what it is.
I almost feel like there should be more of a sort of educate. Like this is the thing about like child bereavement that I kind of want to get into, because I think when when you're going through grief, or when you know a child is going to go through grief, like for example with your grandparents, or your granddad, did you say?
Yeah, my granddad. Yeah.
Like when people are saying to you, "Oh, you're going to see them again," it's okay. It soothes them for that. It's like putting a band-aid on it. Do you know what I mean? But if you was to rip that off, which eventually, when you start to grow up and your mental state is more like, I don't know, adult. You're like, oh shit, and then you've got to bleed all that fucking horrible shit that you're going through. You know?
I know.
But I guess when you lost your mum, you are at an age where you're so mentally capable there. Did you find yourself being almost childlike again in that moment? Do you like feeling so vulnerable and like...
Yeah, like at the time it just felt like that massive puzzle piece was missing, and because my mum was there for me through everything. Like, don't get me wrong, me and my dad are absolutely like rocks,
such a legend.
and he's such a legend. Big up Dave. And like, me and my dad are just so close. We always have been really, really close, and I'm really lucky to have such a good relationship with him. But like, again,
there's nothing like a mother and daughter's relationship.
I know. Like, I miss going out for like lunches with my mum and going shopping with my mum, and like my mum used to do everything around the house for myself and my dad, so it's having to learn to be the woman of the house in a way, because I still live at home. Like, I look after my dad, make sure he's all right, and my dad's had to grow that independence as well. Like, he's had to learn how to sort of cook, bless him, and he's absolutely smashing it out the park. He just about knows how to cook a pasta dish. You two have looked
after each other well though. Like, have you found yourself like kind of looking up to other maybe women figures in your life, like a little bit older, whether that's aunties, whether that's your mum's friends, or
like my mum's friends have been amazing, and so has my auntie Kim from Hartlepool. She's honestly been an absolute rock, and my auntie Jeanette as well has been a rock too. And like luckily my auntie Jeanette lives around the corner. That's my mum's sister, and then my auntie Kim, who's my mum's cousin.
I remember seeing your auntie. When did I see her? It must have been at your mum's like the year anniversary.
Yes.
And they look so alike.
Oh, that was my mum's. That was my mum's auntie Kim. So they do look similar.
That's crazy.
So that was my mum's cousin.
This is like strange, because it's like her anniversary, but then it feels like Julie's in the room.
No, exactly. My auntie Kim, I call her my auntie Kim. She's my mum's cousin, but she was there at the tribute with my cousins and her husband and everything like that. I feel like
having a familiar face that resembles someone like your mother is so important in life. Like, my auntie looks quite like... there's loads of people in my life that have so many like different similarities that I can remember, like whether it's the blonde hair, whether it's the eyes, or like my mum's features. I'm like, I really kind of connect with that, because that's all I've got left. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I feel like, as much as it can be painful at first to like see someone that looks exactly like the person you miss the most. It's
absolutely.
so important to just have that on side. Do you know what I mean?
No, definitely. And this is why I love talking to my brother, because my brother, I see similarities of my mum and my brother. My brother lives down in Devon. So when I do get to see him, it's so lovely to have like that resemblance. But we still talk like every couple of weeks and stuff, which is lovely. But it's so nice to almost have that resemblance there in a way, because it's like
that connection as well.
And he's also a part of my mum, and it's really lovely to have that relationship with my brother and my niece as well. I mean, talking about your music and like reality and stuff, do you think, because I'm a strong advocate, like for me, so when I go out to perform, I have this thing where it's like, I'm not performing for myself to say, I'm going to sing at you, Barbie quote. And Ken goes, I'm going to sing at you for da-da-da. I sing because I want the crowd to have the best night possible, right? God, yeah.
And I write music because I want to be relatable. Obviously, I write it as therapy for me, right?
Hell yeah.
But I love and I never realised this until recently, how much it can impact other people. Like, tell me your journey about music and how you've used that. Because before she could, you were nuts, by the way. This girl was so strong. Honestly, I don't know how you did it. Your mum had just passed, and for a good year, you gigged every single weekend without fail. Like, you were showing up to every event, and I get it. It's like, dismissal, it's distraction, it's suppression.
Yeah, that's basically what it was.
But like you were on one, and like, look, you've got to go through your own path. There's no wrong or right in how you do that.
I mean, I passed away. I passed away. That sounds really bad. Let's cut that out.
You didn't pass away. You're still very here.
I'm still very much here. Talking about it, I gigged 2 days after my mum passed away.
Yeah, I remember. It's just fucking nuts, Mills.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I did it. I really don't. And I remember Nikita when she ran the Red Cross.
I remember that.
Yeah,
gig.
it was
God, it was horrible.
It was that gig.
Not you, but it was just horrible. Because we all came, didn't we? We all came and supported you.
Yeah, no, because Nikita went, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And I went, "Well, hell yeah, I have to. I've got to do it because my mum would want me to carry on." And I had that mindset for a really long time of my mum just wants me to carry on and just crack on. And it got to a point, sort of like later on in the year, sort of beginning of 2023, it made me realise, fuck, Millie, you need to slow down.
Yeah.
Like, you can't carry on like this anymore. You can't put yourself through that pressure.
No.
Because as you know, I was gigging constantly.
Yeah, and trying to run down like a full-time job.
Yeah, and a lot of people have been asking me this year, Millie, you haven't really been gigging that much this year. And you know what? I haven't, I have to admit, but that's only because I'm putting my mental health first.
You've got to, because as much as music is great, and it was a tool that you could use and take away to like go out and express yourself and be creative and do your thing.
Yeah.
But like eventually that creativity is going to stop because your body is just like, fuck.
I used it as a therapy. It was the only way for me to get over what happened with my mum. Like it was the only way that I could cope was singing and entertaining people and taking my mind off it. It was almost like I switched a switch or like flicked a switch and boom, like my emotions were turned off. I could crack on and do gigs and stuff.
Yeah, and it's true because you almost put like a mask on, don't you? When you get up to perform somewhere, you just go. Like I literally have an on and off button.
Yeah, that's it.
As soon as I hit, like I'm not drinking now, and I'm really noticing it.
Yeah.
So I did my first like sober gig the other day, and I realised how much like energy like, normally my ritual is have a beer before, have a beer during, and I have a beer after. That's my thing, and then that's it.
Yeah.
But like this time, I was like on the alcohol-free zeros.
Oh my God.
After the gig though, I was so like, because you put that on button, I'm here we go guys, let's go. And then like the gig finishes, I'm like, I'm off. Like before, but I want to party, I want to go. Like, but this time I was like, no, I'm done. I'm going because that was it. Adrenaline all gone. Do you know what I mean?
Like, no, because I remember when you came to see me at the market stalls a few months ago, and you literally popped in and said hi. Yeah, you literally popped in and said hi, and then you were gone, and I was like, "Where's Millie gone?"
I thought I could do it. I was only not drinking for like.
I know, and honestly, I'm the same. Like when I don't drink and I've just done a gig, it's knackering. Yeah, absolutely knackering, especially when you're sweating and they're all chanting at you one more song, and I'm there like, no, I can't do it.
Like you're all hyped at first. You think, yeah, I could stay out for a bit. It's not a problem. And then all of a sudden, you just get this like overwhelming, like I don't know, bad.
Oh my God, literally. Like I always say to Mitch every time he comes to the gigs with me, bless him, I'm literally like, oh, I need to go home and go to bed. Can you help me pack up this gear, please? Just
I know. Isn't it good to just be a singer and a guitarist? Like,
oh no, absolutely. I know. Tell me about it.
Or Tom Hughes at Dragonfly Studios.
Oh my God.
There's absolutely no way.
Big up the Tom.
Yeah, what was it the other day? I was doing a Halloween gig and they were like, Ryan always goes, come on Billy, let's start doing things. And I've got sciatica, right? My back is in pieces. But I'm like, there's a reason why I hired 4 other boys in my band, so I don't have to do shit.
Yeah.
Come on lads, let's
take some pressure off your shoulders, literally.
Yeah. Like, I'd
love to have a band, you know. I'd absolutely love it.
Yeah, you need to get on it.
I would love it. Yeah, but seeing you and your band like absolutely progressing and flying high, man.
Still my band members, because you know.
Could you imagine?
They love the work. Fuck it, do it. I mean, yeah. But yeah, we're going off topic.
Sorry.
It's all good. But yeah, well, there was to be honest, I just want to wrap it up because I think you've done so well with like kind of dealing with it. But it's been 2.5 years, and which is nothing, by the way. And it do you think it's got easier, like with time?
Absolutely. Time is a healer, as they say, and it becomes a lot more easier to understand. Like obviously big holidays, especially with Christmas coming up round the corner, that's become a lot more easier to deal with. It's obviously still really difficult, but it's become really a bit more easier. It gets a bit more easier every year.
I think once you get over the firsts, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They always say once you get over the firsts, that's it. Like you've you've nailed it in a way. Like that's a big achievement that you've done that. But I'm also really proud of you as well for just going out there, raising awareness for this charity and everything like that. I'm just glad that I got to have this chat with you.
No, I mean,
and just talk.
I think that another thing because the thing is, like, obviously, I feel like it's going to sound really weird. I lost my mum when I was like 7, and it's almost like I'm an experienced like person. Who's
you feel like you've gone through it. Like you feel like you've had the most experience.
But I almost like when you lost your mum, I would never understand what it's like to lose someone when
the way I did.
The way you did.
But you lost your mum in a completely different way though. Like you lost her to cancer, didn't you?
And there's so much differences, but there's so much similarities. And I will say this. Losing my mum, as much as it was horrific and it was one of the worst things that ever could have happened to me, as I grew up, all I've lived my life to do is, and my God, I've fallen off, and I've done some stupid things in my life. I put it in my little message that I wrote, the letter I wrote to her. But like I've done some I'm wild, man. I am, and I've done things that my mum would be looking down at me, going, "You absolute fucking idiot! What are you doing?" I've been with people that I shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
You know, I've gone out, but I've also travelled. I've also done all these things, and I do those things because I'm constantly trying to make her proud. Do you know what I mean? And that is what you will continue to do. That's
absolutely.
If you've ever lost anyone, you know, you want to do things in their memory, in their legacy, and as much as it's such a horrible situation that when we lose our parents and stuff, but some of the most successful human beings on this planet have always lost their thing. And another thing, every Disney character, pretty much every single Disney antagonist, is that a word? The main character, every single antagonist. I
never knew that was a thing, but okay.
Antagonist is like the main character.
Rolling with it.
I think I went to drama school. I should probably know what this is.
I know, me too.
Antagonist. I think it's called that. But every single main antagonist in Disney, right, has got like either they've lost their parent by death or they've like walked away, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then that main character has gone.
It's always a single parent.
Yeah. They've gone to do incredible things, and I think it almost sets this like match in your heart. And you just want to fucking make your heart as big as possible. And that process is still early stages for you, for me, for everyone. But it always will be. And it's just about going out there and just doing the best you can.
Absolutely. And you learn from your mistakes, honey, just saying.
No, 100%. I've done so many fucking mistakes.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I could never put online.
You go, absolutely, yeah.
But, you know, it's what shapes us. And I think, you know, but I feel like when we've got a story to tell to ourselves, forget everyone else, when we've got a story to tell to ourselves, like we're so hard on ourselves in this world, and it's such a fucking awful world to live in at the moment.
Yeah.
But when you've got this like, it's okay, I've got you, and you're here, do you know what I mean? You're right, you're with me all the time. I just feel like you want to do the best.
Do you have anything that sort of like you look at and you think of your mum, like a feather, a robin or something like that?
Yeah, a lot. I've been asked this a lot actually. Mine's horses.
Is it horses?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because she loved horses.
Yeah, mine's robins.
Yeah.
Like, because I've had some strange experiences with robins. Like, I remember literally sort of the day after my mum passed away, I remember me and my friends all went to the Bell in Fetcham, which is a local pub to me. And I remember, like, it was 9:30 at night. Me and my friend were having a conversation, Meg Cross, you know, Meg Cross. We were having this conversation, we were just chatting to each other. Next thing you know, this thing just flies through, lands here, not even joking. It's a robin.
Oh my God.
I know. But so weird.
But
the day after my mum died as well.
After this, we need to Google it, because there is actually something significant with spirits and robins in general.
Yeah.
So like,
what's
I know
the rhyme? Is it when a loved one is near a robin's here or something like that?
Yeah.
There's a rhyme that goes with robins. That goes along with it. But oh my God, it's so creepy.
A lot of people have the robin thing.
Yeah.
It's not creepy. So this is the thing. I mean, as a kid, you're actually more adverse to like ghostly stuff happening.
Yeah.
As a kid, I was very like, it was. I mean, this is not a paranormal channel, but like it was scary. But I remember saying, like, when I was about 14, I mean, I was sitting there at 14 years old in my room, shitting myself, literally. Yeah. And I remember going, Mum, please, like, if this is you need to stop.
I remember.
And she stopped. Yeah. Never again had any paranormal. I was like, fuck you. Oh my God. Because I was going crazy. I was like,
I remember, like, every creak, every sort of knock in the house, I'm like, oh my God, is that a ghost?
Yeah.
Like, I always used to think that as well, especially my grandparents.
I will say one thing. I remember, I had a bunk bed, and then you could see my, like, door, like, in front of me. Right. And on the back of it, I had these, like, what what are they called? Like robes? like
dressing gown.
That's it, dressing gown. Sorry.
A robe!
Yes, for
I have my robe on the end of my bunk bed, darling.
on the back of my drawer so my butler could come and dress me.
Click, honey.
Yeah, no, so they had I keep saying robe. Dressing gown, a proper like council estate dressing gown. And but it literally fanned out like that. And then went, that's basically what the ghost did. Picked it up and dropped it.
Fuck off, did that actually happen?
Swear, and I ran down to my nan, I was like, Nan! Something just picked up my dressing gown. Just did this, because that's exactly what happened. That's the best way I could describe it. She's like, oh no, it's nothing. Just go back to bed. I told her about it recently. I was like, why did you say it was nothing? Like, I was absolutely traumatised. She's like, what do you want me to say? Yes, darling, there's a ghost in your room. Like, I needed someone to help me. Like, yeah, and I've actually seen my like nan's. So my nan's mum, my great grandparent.
Yeah.
She died when I was like 2. I never knew her.
Yeah.
But I feel her all the time. Like even when I was like a kid, and I've seen her fucking ghost. Like she was there, and then she went. As soon as I looked, she'd gone, and I was like. That looked like my nan, but way older.
Yeah, I remember when I was in my old house, actually, I was doing my makeup, and at the top of the landing, my nan was waving at me.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so weird. I kind of just like was doing my mascara like this, and I kind of just looked, and I went, I'm taking my hair out with mascara. And I was like, shit, fuck.
Yeah,
and then next thing you know, like, yeah, it is terrifying, because you do think, oh my God, what the fuck is in this house?
Yeah, but like at the same time, it almost brings you comfort when you're not like trying to sleep. You know what I mean? Like, I think during the day, you know, and I'll tell you, like doing graduation, and you know, there's key moments in life, and you'll go through many of them, you know, as well, where you just wish they were there to see. They are 100%. I've seen them. Like, I know they're fucking here.
Yeah.
Like, and to everyone out there, they're fucking here. I don't care what anyone says, whether you're religious or what. Like, I'm religious, but I 100%. I've seen it with my own eyes. I mean, I know they're here.
The dressing gown.
Yeah, like
the robe.
I've seen a ghost. I've seen ghosts, you know, and that's not my imagination. I know it isn't, you know. So, yeah. Anyway, I think we should wrap it up. But
absolutely.
Thank you so much for doing this with me.
Oh, thank you
I know
for having
how hard
me.
it is to talk about this. Sort of
It is. It's a difficult situation, and I think it's very rare for us to talk about serious topics. I mean, look at it, it's me and you.
I think you just got. In life, you feel like you're a lot stronger than you actually are, and having these, it exposes vulnerabilities. But you're so brave, you know what I mean?
You are as well, for just re-releasing this song, doing
easier.
What you're doing now. Yeah,
it gets easier. I mean, now, like I was like to you, like it's okay, it's gonna feel well awkward because I know I've been there. But like honestly, like for your first time, thank you, because I know how fucking hard it is to talk about this shit. I blocked it out for years, but and you know, you're only 2.5 years into this kind of new reality.
I am absolutely, no pun intended there.
On Spotify.
Yeah, it is.
You know what to do. Millie Jane Franks, reality, and of course, Back to You.
Obviously, I think you got to go more to Back to You.
You've got to go to reality as well.
Back
to You, reality.
Back to You. Oh my God, we could do a collab.
A collab.
A collab.
We'll do a collab in our robes. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. And make sure you look in the description to check out these charities.
Absolutely.
And if you are struggling, if you've lost a parent, or if you've lost anyone in your life, make sure you obviously call Samaritans and stuff. I'll leave the link in the description. Anyway, goodbye, guys. Thank you.
See you later. Your face now makes the sofa with an empty space, but now you're gone.
looking down on me. I'll bring you through this new reality. Reality, 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 reality. Yeah. You support me all the time and light up such a boring room with your smiling personality. I'll treasure all these memories forever and always as I learn this new reality. But now you're gone, I appreciate all that you've done. All because of you, I'm the woman I've become. You come into my dreams at night and tell me how bright it is. How far I've come and how I've sunk straight into reality. Your emotions hit the waves, my thoughts are up and down. But every time I am close, you're an angel, always looking down on me. I'll bring me through this new reality. Reality, reality, reality. Reality, reality, reality. There you go, solo bits. Go on, Bills. I'm not Nick. Oh. No, there's nothing there left. Ah! There we go. Ah! Bangers and mash, mate. We're going to go to Gouter. We need the drink now. Ready? Oh, ready. 25 years later, you've had to spread your wings and fly. You'll always be a spirit, trust me, you will never die. I hope you're doing well, don't know if you can tell. This song was really hard to write, but you're an angel, always looking